Hello, Pisces. How are you? Welcome. I hope you're doing really, really well. Pisces, let's see how your energies will be for March 2026. We're going to do a general reading. Remember, we'll go over the details later in the new videos we upload to the channel. So stay tuned. This reading applies to everyone who has the sun sign. Sun, rising, moon, or Venus in the sign of Pisces. Pisces, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. Remember to activate all the bells so you can get notifications for the new videos I upload. If you want, you can follow me on my other TikTok and Instagram accounts where I'll be uploading new content. If you need a personal consultation with me, you can write to the email shown on the screen, and I will be sending you all the information you need. And please note that 3 phone lines have been activated for Argentina, Spain, and the rest of the world, so that you can contact a tarot cabinet 24 hours a day. You will be able to contact a group of tarot readers who will be answering all your questions instantly. For more information, I'll leave it in the video description. We are going to channel a message for the sign of Pisces, March 2026. Let's see. This starts with a 9 of Swords. We have a 7 of Pentacles. We have the High Priestess, and over here we have the 3 of Pentacles. All right, pay attention. Pay attention, because I see that the month starts off with you being kind of thoughtful. There's something that's really going around in your mind a lot. And it could be related to financial matters, money issues. This could be, well, money management, if you've also been spending a lot of money, income, expenses, and so on. That's why we see you there in a rather reflective mood. Now, the month starts with a lot of introspection. You might feel the need to be with yourself. A need to be alone as well. A need to say, I want to lower a bit maybe the anxiety, the thinking. But also take this time. Don't use this time to generate so much or any kind of worry or something like that. Rather, it's a time for preparation. Prepare yourself for what's ahead. Recharge your energy and batteries. I feel like you'll be analyzing and observing yourself on a personal level. Not only in economic matters and money issues, this also has to do with yourself. Surely something new is approaching, and I feel like this energy, right? Sometimes you feel like you're overwhelmed, or I feel very anxious, or I feel like something is coming. It's that feeling of something new. And new things sometimes cause anxiety. New things sometimes seem to cause a bit of tension. But calm down, relax, take things as they come. Don't judge your thoughts. If a thought comes, observe it, analyze it, see what it's trying to tell you. Take the attitude of the Pisces, right? Feel into it. Transcend thought. I started to observe it deeply from a different place, and I feel that there you'll start to discover yourself, or start to discover facets of yourself that were hidden, that were kept away. That's why I think that a lot of what has been kept inside, a lot of aspects of your personality, will probably start to come out this month. They'll start to emerge. And this will be the new version of Pisces that will start to walk a different path. I also feel it as a change in personality that may be coming. That's why this feels like the prelude to something new. In economic matters, in some cases, if it doesn't have to do with you personally, it has to do with starting to take a new direction or make new decisions. At least prepare yourself for this. It's what has to do with the management of your finances, your money, and your work. Well, I feel like something new is coming here. It could be that you start to consider a proposal to partner with other people, to join a partnership or form a partnership, a group, a work team. I feel that working with others will bring benefits and could be the solution to many of these problems. Or thoughts that these thoughts sometimes keep us up at night, that wake us up in the middle of the night. I mean, now how do I face this situation? How do I solve this situation? Okay, leave those worries behind. It's not about focusing only on the problem or the worry, but about going toward the solution. The solution will come, but it's necessary to be calm. It's necessary to relax. It's necessary to look inside. Okay? It could be that this situation makes you discover that you have a hidden potential. I mean, hey, I've realized that I have developing talents, that I'm really good at doing this, and I've never expressed it and I've never shown it. Maybe that's the key to solving this problem, okay? Let's see what else we have. I've been really struck by how this started. Let's see, where is it going? Dear Pisces, where's it going? Where blast? I for an hour. Archetype nay. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the Hanged Man. We have Strength. Queen of Cups. Okay. The solution is going to come. The solution is going to come and the decision too. But I see that you're going to take your time. There's a time, Pisces, for a pause. There's a time that invites introspection and meditation, to question everything you thought was true, but to start aligning yourself with your truth, with your essence, with who you are now, not with who you were before. So, it's a time when you will be letting go of many things you no longer need right now, to make room, to make space for the new things that are going to start coming. The new is creativity. The new is love. The new is inspiration, emotion, connecting from another place. I feel, Pisces, that many things are coming closer. That's why now I understand this thing about the pause, about slowing down. It's not that the month of March is just a month where it seems like nothing is moving forward. On the contrary, actually, something very important is developing inside you. It's an invitation to meditate. It's an invitation to reflect. Everything in your life is readjusting so that you can make that decision. I feel that this readjustment will benefit you to strengthen your character, to make you more decisive as well, to finally cut off those thoughts that sometimes overwhelm you, with those ghosts from the past, with some insecurities. I mean, I'm no longer in that vibration. Now I see those thoughts from the outside, and I've made a decision. I cut them off directly. I leave them behind. You have the possibility to see this from the outside, to see yourself from the outside, to recognize yourself from another place, and start to connect your instinct. Start to connect with something that was kept inside you, with something that maybe wasn't coming out. And this has to do with your creativity. It has to do with your inspiration. It has to do with that courage, with that security, with that confidence, and with that power of daring. If lately, or especially in the first part of the month, you feel like there's something inside you that wants to come out, that wants to express itself, that wants to show itself, that's the source of the energy. I feel like it's also a month where you'll be questioning your feelings a lot. I see that there's someone here who has noble feelings, who has true feelings, who is helping you, who is being very generous with you, who is giving you a lot in an emotional and sentimental sense. What I see is like a great support and a lot of affection. I see that you are going to be I can see a truth here with this person, a truth that comes through a conversation. And then a decision will come. What I feel is with this person, if this person is a potential partner, it could also be a friendship. You're going to start seeing her with different eyes, like, hey, I had never seen you from this point of view, or I'd never heard you from this one. There's really something here. There's something serious here. There's real support here. If you were getting to know someone in terms of dating and just connecting, there will be a before and after this month in the area of feelings, in the area of relationships. That's why we talk about paying attention to what comes to light and paying attention to the decision that is going to be made, or the answer that is going to be given to this person. Maybe also this person. It could be either from your side or from this person's side, but I feel it more from that person's side. That wants to talk to you directly, like confessing, like, let's put all the cards on the table. Where is all this going? Like, there's going to be that impulse. But take your time here to process. Maybe you'll need a period of time or a specific moment to process this truth and to process the feelings. Let's see what else we have. We have something that had been, yes, hidden, comes to light. It is expressed. It is expressed because it is something that is felt. It is something natural. And it's that great truth that sometimes moves you. It's that truth that you say, well, and now how do you go on? What's next? No. Pisces sign, March 2026. You have the Six of Wands, we have Temperance, and we have Judgment. Over here, you have the Eight of Wands. All right. March is a very spiritual time for you. And I also feel it as a time of rebirth. We've talked a lot about that feeling inside you. I feel like March can be a month where at first you might feel some discomfort, something strange, like what's happening, what's going on inside me. Things are being readjusted, priorities are changing, but you're in a process of alchemy, in a process of really deep healing. Observe yourself, pay attention. What is starting to come to light? Look at your surroundings, notice the changes. Open yourself to that conversation, think about it, meditate, and then give a response. All of this is part of a big personal change. It's like this month you're purifying and healing yourself. Healing karma, especially karma. Healing wounds, healing emotions, thoughts, cleansing, but in a really deep way. And reaching a new version of yourself. To a version that is reborn. To a Pisces who heard a calling and has dared to step out of anonymity, has dared to start expressing everything they've kept in the shadows, everything they've kept hidden. So that's why I say it's a process where you go from isolation or introspection to openness to this is the new Pisces. It's an invitation and an opportunity for rebirth, to leave behind a life or a routine that had become very predictable, and to awaken to a completely different life. More aligned with your truth, more aligned with your heart, more aligned with your passion. Okay? I feel that this cleansing you're going to experience will make you shine. Because I see a Pisces here who attracts a lot of attention. Why do you attract attention? Because you've let go of things that held you back. Because you've gotten rid of those ghosts that were hanging around, that maybe were putting thoughts of worry, anxiety, and nervousness in your head. All of this is what's leaving, and what remains is something brilliant. A Pisces who regains his confidence, a Pisces who connects with his self-esteem, with his personal power, a Pisces who decides and chooses what stays in his life and what doesn't anymore, I think your horizon will soon become much clearer. And not only is it going to become clearer, but once you can let go of that old version of yourselves, you're going to start stepping on the gas and begin moving forward toward a new horizon. Everything is going to be much clearer, especially as the month goes on. It could also be a great awakening, Pisces, for your creative side, like you feel bursts of inspiration. It's a rebirth of your creativity. And that creativity is born and comes from the soul. That's why I say it's a creativity that has been kept inside, that has been repressed, to the point where you surprise yourself and say, wow, it's incredible what I was able to do, or what I was able to create. I was able to do it because it came from within me. It came from within me. I connected with this. It came from the heart. And I also feel an energy of surprising you with all of this. So it's about listening to the call of the soul, the call of rebirth. They're pulling you out of the repetitive. They're waking you up. That's the energy you'll be hearing this month. A Pisces awakening to a new life, to a life perhaps much brighter, to a much more balanced life, to a much healthier life as well, to a life with different values, a much more spiritual life, and much more at peace. Let's see what we have, Pisces, regarding what has to do with major arcana. We already have one anyway, which is the Hanged Man. Let's see. Pisces, March 2026. You have the Lovers. Well, we've talked about the decisions you'll have to make this month. Choosing an option or choosing a path. This energy also talks about your relationship, that close relationship, that romantic relationship, that emotional relationship, that relationship where there's not only chemistry, there's desire, there's attraction, but there are also feelings that are starting to develop. There will be a before and after. That's why I say there's a change in priorities in the couple's relationship this month, because there's something that might come to light. There's something you'll be analyzing. There's something you'll be thinking about regarding the relationship. That's why I say priorities will change here. We're not talking here. Change is change. Each of you may be taking change in a different way. While a group of Pisces may take this change, they may handle it like letting go of one's own attitudes. That may not be benefiting the development of the relationship. So the relationship will take shape towards a new place, and you will connect from a different place or the same one. You may start to see this person from a different perspective, with different eyes. With open eyes, there's potential here. I haven't realized what I'm starting to feel for this person. What I'm saying is there could be a major revelation in matters of the heart. On the other hand, for another group of Pisces, it also talks about questioning your feelings, maybe with your current relationship. Are you attracted? Are you not attracted? Do you love this person? Is there something that has become monotonous, repetitive? Then it's the same. A month to deeply analyze your feelings and your closest relationship, because there will be a before and an after. Dear Pisces, this is what we have seen for all of you in terms of general and available energy for what is March 2026. Have a beautiful month, and we'll see each other here next time.